All right, so in this video, I'm going to share a email with you that I just sent out to my partners at one of our bars, Rural on Tap, about a joint venture opportunity. We had somebody reach out to us, wants us to spend $2,000 in sponsoring this craft beer event. Okay, and so I sent out this email to them because I couldn't make the meeting, but as I'm doing this, I thought that this was good content, valuable lesson that could be shared with other bar and restaurant owners. So let me go through this real quick. Don't mind the the notifications that are coming up, but it says, "Hey guys, already text Derek about this," and again, don't mind the text or the misspellings or whatever. This is just something I sent out real quick. I copied pasted it from my Gmail account, put it into Pages, just so didn't have other people's emails and stuff in here. But this is already text Derek about this, but Michelle's Nana's sister has 24, 48 hours to live. I won't go through this anyways. But it says, here's what we need to find out from Chris and what makes sense to us. Okay. We want that market coming to Rural, meaning from the event. All these craft beer drinkers, Rural on Tap, we're more of a craft beer bar. 70% of our sales is craft beer. It says if we're going to spend $2,000, we need to make at least $3,000 in sales to break even. So the question is, how do we make sure we make that 3K at the very least? I put number one, his email list. Okay, so what we'd like to do is send out a few promo emails as they're coming from him, from his event, an endorsement email. So this email isn't coming from us, it's coming from him. He's got the relationship. We need to leverage that. Okay, so this is like an endorsed email. You could also do endorsed direct mail letters with other companies, but we know he already has an email list and we want him sending a message out on our behalf. Okay, so I put in here, so my thoughts are I create a few emails and I will write them in third person. Okay, and they will be offer driven to get them in the door at Rural or to a lead capture offer. And I says, as I'm thinking, lead capture offer would be best because if they don't opt in, we can build our retargeting list of the perfect demographics for our audience. So what this means is lead capture offer is really where you send out an email and you say, hey, we got this special offer for you, or Roll on Tap's doing this special offer for you. Click this link, and that takes them to a one-page website with the offer. They could put in their name, their email, birth date, whatever information you need to get. Now, if people opt in, bang, we got the goal. We got their information. And the reason why we want their information is to follow up with, well, one, to deliver the offer, but two, to get them back in for other future events. But let's say people don't opt in. Okay, well, if people hit our page, there's what's called retargeting through Facebook, through Google, through other retargeting services, but pretty much what we could do is anybody who hits that web page, if in the future, if we want to run ads only to those people on Facebook or on through Google ads or banner ads or YouTube, we can run ads directly and only to those people, which allows us to get a much higher ROI on our marketing dollars. Because if we're doing a craft beer event, we got a craft beer sampling and we want to get more people in the door, those are going to be the perfect people to go after because these are a list of people who are going to this craft beer event, this other guy Chris's event. So we're able to target our perfect demographics. We're excluding marketing to the masses and we're focusing on the perfect target market who already have an interest in what our promotion might be. The second thing was wristbands. So he originally reached out to us and says, hey, you guys want to spend $2,000 on wristbands? And I put here, my thought is put an offer on the wristbands. How many will we get back? Not sure, don't think many, but it's better than only putting our logo. So 5 people is better than none. So originally he reached out and says, hey, you want to spend $2,000 on wristbands? And I told my partner, hell no, we're not spending $2,000 on wristbands. We might get 10, 20, 30 people in the door. Even if we got 50 people in the door from it, we're not going to see a $2,000 return. So that's why, really why this email even came about of all the other options that we could come up with. So I says, hey, let's also, make sure that we do the wristbands, but at least let's put an offer on there where, hey, bring in this wristband by this date and get, maybe $5 off on your tab or, whatever it might be. Number 3 is tent there. Okay, so I put, I don't give a shit about signs and banners with our logo. We can't track and manage that. As you know, if you've been following me, I'm not a fan of corporate style advertising. You need to track and measure your results. So I put, so can we have a tent or our staff there in uniforms handing out coupons? As people walk in the door, can we give them a gift card? So if so, how many entrances are there? and we definitely want our staff handing them out. We don't want to just go give this event, 5,000, 10,000 of these things, and who knows where they go. We want to be in control of making sure one person gets a gift card and not one person gets 20 to 30. So, how can we be at this event getting offers into people's hands so we can track and measure our results when they come in and use them at the bar? And then 4 is the website. Do they have a website? If so, will he allow us to put our own pixel from Facebook and Google on the site? So this kind of comes back down to the lead capture page that I was talking about before, but with retargeting, you get what's called a pixel from Facebook, from Google, these third-party retargeting companies, and you could put it on a website. So any traffic that hits your page, again, like I'm saying, you're not building an email list. I want you to think of it as building an email list or a text list, but really what you're doing now is you're building a retargeting list. And a retargeting list allows you to run ads on Facebook, on Google, on all these different websites, of putting banners out there directly in front of these people. So I put to go on through here, what this does is it builds our retargeting list so we can focus on running specific ads just to his website visitors. I said if we can do all this, it's worth $2,000 guaranteed because of the lifetime value of the list that we will be building. We are leveraging, and this is important here. It's all about leveraging, and that's what joint ventures are all about, is leveraging each other's relationships. But this isn't really a joint venture because we're paying. Usually in joint ventures, you're helping each other. But here he's asking for $2,000. But what I put right here is we are leveraging all the money he's spending on advertising to get people to his website. So that's one of the key things here is, are you driving traffic to a website? Are you building an email list here? If so, all the money he's spending, probably at least $3, $4, $5,000. A lot of social media traffic that's going there. If he's driving people to this website, we're going to leverage all of his efforts from us being able to place our own pixel on there to run ads directly to those people. And I put here, let me know if you have any questions. I don't want you guys to talk about pixels and retargeting. Here's a list of the questions we need to know. How and can we pass out coupons at the event? Do they have a website? If so, how much traffic is hitting that website? So that's going to be important information to know whether this is going to be worth the $2,000 or not. We know he has an email list. What's the size of it? When was it built? Was this from last year? Was it from 3 years ago? Would he be willing to send out an e-blast before the event and after the event for us, regarding the email I was talking about before? And we will write the emails for him. All he has to do is copy and paste. So again, now that we're asking for more out of this $2,000, we don't want to put more work on him. We want to give him a very simple way to send out these emails. Wristbands, is anybody else on them? And can we put an offer on there? That's going to be very important. We just don't want our logo on the wristbands. Number 5, ask to see, what other ways can we get exposure? And then once I wrote that, I had this other idea saying, hey, now that I'm thinking about this, what if with the e-blast and the website, we did a sponsored event to win a $500 gift card to rural? People sign up ahead of time and they give away the gift card at the event. Maybe we have a few people at the event signing people up through iPads, and then we pick a winner during the event. So what I'm thinking here is, what if we did with those emails? Our whole goal here, to build our business is, again, to keep building our email list, our text list, get people to our website, build our retargeting list. It's all about finding the right demographics, finding the people who have an interest, who raise their hand and click on some type of offer or whatever it is to get people to our webpage. So my thought with this is, why don't we run a big promotion where we're going to give away a $500 gift card? So we send out a few emails before the event to all the people who are going, saying, hey, go here, Roll on Tap's giving away a $500 gift card. Click this link. So we're driving traffic to our webpage, we're building our retargeting list, we're building our email list from people who opt in, but then people who might not see that email, we can at least sign people up at the event. So the whole idea here is, how can we keep building and building a list of craft beer drinkers? Again, 70% of our sales, we don't have food, it's just beer, wine, liquor. 70% of our sales is craft beer, and this is the perfect event. It's a big, huge craft beer event. I think they get like 10, 15,000 people there for the event from what we're told. So this right here, this might be the perfect promotion where, if he's kind of skeptical on saying, no, I don't want, sending out emails for myself, about rural. Well, if it's a benefit to the customer list, then that will be more engaging, because now he's giving even more value to the people who are going to show up. So I just wanted to share this video with you. Thought it'd be worthwhile, and you could learn some different points on how you can partner and do joint ventures with other people, and also just the mindset of how to really grow your business, and all the different ways you can really grow it, from using these different strategies, from list building, retargeting building, all these different strategies, and kind of the, what you need to make sure happens. Don't focus just on your logo and all that stuff. When you're going to spend money, make sure you have a way to track and measure